Did you know the world's first desserts weren't even that sweet? Ancient civilizations used honey, dates, and fruits. No sugar, no chocolate, just what nature offered. Barley, cheese, even pepper found their way into early treats, blurring the line between sweet and savory. These dishes weren't just food, they were symbols of wealth, offerings to gods, and part of sacred rituals. Recreating ancient recipes connects us directly to the past, letting us taste history. Today we'll explore desserts from a Turkish pudding with biblical roots to a Roman soufflé that could rival modern cuisine. Let's dive into the sweet secrets of history. Our first stop is ancient Anatolia, a land where myth and history blend seamlessly and where the roots of culinary tradition run deep. Here, ashur, also known as Noah's pudding, emerged from a story of survival, necessity, and hope, passed down through generations as both a recipe and a legend. According to tradition, after the Great Flood, the survivors aboard Noah's Ark found themselves with dwindling supplies. In a final act of resourcefulness, they gathered whatever remained, grains, beans, dried fruits, and nuts, and cooked them together in a single pot, creating a dish that was nourishing, filling, and symbolic of their unity. There's no single definitive recipe for ashur. Each family, each region, even each village has its own cherished version. But at its heart, ashur always begins with hearty grains like wheat and barley, which form the comforting, creamy base of the pudding. Chickpeas and beans are added next, lending a subtle earthiness and a satisfying texture. These ingredients remind us that ancient desserts often blurred the lines between sweet and savory, making use of whatever was available. Dried fruits, apricots, figs, raisins bring a natural sweetness and a burst of color to the dish. Each bite offers a different combination of flavors, from the tang of apricots to the deep, honeyed notes of figs and the gentle chew of raisins. Honey, golden and fragrant, is drizzled in to tie all the ingredients together, adding a gentle sweetness that lingers on the palate and echoes the ancient origins of the dish. Aromatic spices like cinnamon and cloves, along with a delicate splash of rosewater, elevate ashur from a simple porridge to a celebration of flavor. These spices fill the kitchen with warmth and invite everyone to gather around. The final touch is a mosaic of toppings: pomegranate seeds for a tart, juicy pop, and a generous scattering of nuts for crunch and richness. Each bowl becomes a work of art, as beautiful to look at as it is delicious to eat. Ashur is more than just a dessert. It's a symbol of abundance, gratitude, and the coming together of many hands and hearts. Traditionally prepared during the month of Muharram, ashur is made in large batches and shared with neighbors, friends, and even strangers. This act of sharing is a gesture of goodwill, symbolizing unity, peace, and the hope for a better future. Each spoonful is a new discovery, a medley of creamy grains, sweet fruit, nutty beans, and tart pomegranate, all mingling together in perfect harmony. It's a dish that invites you to slow down and savor every bite. Ashur is a living tradition, a story of survival, gratitude, and togetherness that continues to bring people together, whether in bustling cities or quiet villages. More than just a dessert, ashur is a celebration of community, resilience, and the enduring power of sharing a meal. Our journey now takes us deep into the heart of ancient Greece, to a place shrouded in secrecy and reverence: Eleusis. Here, for nearly 2,000 years, people gathered to participate in the Eleusinian mysteries, one of the most sacred and enigmatic rituals of the ancient world. At the center of these rites was a drink known as kykeon, a potion whose recipe and purpose have fascinated historians and seekers for centuries. Unlike the sweet treats we might expect, kykeon was not a dessert, but a sacred concoction. It was made from simple ingredients: barley and water, sometimes enhanced with the sharp herbal note of pennyroyal mint. These humble elements were transformed into something extraordinary through ritual and intention. Some scholars suggest that the barley used in kykeon may have been infected with ergot, a naturally occurring fungus with powerful hallucinogenic properties. If true, this would mean that initiates might have experienced vivid visions or altered states of consciousness, blurring the line between the physical and the divine. The ritual began with days of fasting and purification, preparing the body and mind for transformation. Only then did the initiates drink kykeon, hoping to connect with the goddess Demeter and her daughter Persephone, whose myth of loss and reunion was at the heart of the mysteries. Through this sacred act, participants sought a glimpse of the eternal and perhaps a promise of life after death. The drink itself was thick, earthy, and aromatic, far from a modern delicacy. It was more like a ritual meal, meant to nourish the soul as much as the body, and to mark a profound spiritual passage. For the initiates, Kaikion was not about pleasure or indulgence. Its true purpose was spiritual transformation, a journey inward, guided by faith, myth, and the power of shared experience. Today we can try to recreate Kaikion by mixing barley, water, and mint, but the essence of the experience, the anticipation, the sacred fasting, the collective awe, remains out of reach. The true mysteries are lost to time, their secrets held in silence by the stones of Eleusis. Yet Kikion endures as a reminder that food and drink can be more than sustenance. They can be a bridge to the sacred, a vessel for transformation, and a testament to the enduring power of ritual in human life. In the heart of the Roman Empire, culinary innovation flourished alongside grand architecture and philosophy. Among the treasures of Roman gastronomy, we find patina di piri, a pear soufflé that feels surprisingly modern, even by today's standards. This dish, both delicate and sophisticated, was a favorite at lavish banquets attended by emperors and aristocrats. The recipe, preserved in the ancient cookbook of Apicius, begins with ripe pears. These are carefully peeled, cored, and gently simmered until soft, then mashed into a smooth, sweet puree. This forms the base of the dish, capturing the natural fragrance and flavor of the fruit. Next, eggs are whisked until frothy and folded into the pear puree. The eggs give the patina its signature light, airy texture, causing it to puff up beautifully as it bakes. This technique, remarkably similar to the soufflés we know today, shows the Romans' advanced understanding of cooking. To sweeten the mixture, honey is drizzled in, infusing the dessert with floral notes. Passum, a rich raisin wine, is added for depth and complexity, lending a subtle tang and a hint of luxury that was prized in Roman feasts. The twist that sets this dish apart, a dash of garum, fermented fish sauce, brings a subtle umami undertone. While it may sound unusual, this savory note balances the sweetness, much like how salted caramel delights our palates today. Pepper and cumin are sprinkled in, adding warmth and earthiness. These spices reflect the Roman love for bold, complex flavors and their willingness to experiment with sweet and savory combinations. The mixture is poured into a shallow dish and baked until golden and fragrant. When it emerges from the oven, it's soft, slightly puffed, and glistening with a final drizzle of honey. Imagine ending a sumptuous Roman feast with this delicate spiced custard. It's a testament to how refined and experimental ancient cuisine could be, blending unexpected ingredients into something truly memorable. Patina di Piris is a taste of Roman luxury, an elegant blend of sweet, savory, and spice that still surprises and delights, connecting us to the culinary creativity of the ancient world. Down the Nile, ancient Egyptians relied on a simple, powerful treat date and nut balls, sometimes called haba haba. Dates, mashed into a sticky paste, formed the base, sweet, energy-rich, and sacred. Chopped nuts like pistachios and almonds added crunch, protein, and healthy fats. Sometimes spices or seeds were mixed in for extra flavor and nutrition. Rolled into balls or pressed into cakes, these treats were portable, nourishing, and long-lasting, perfect for laborers building the pyramids. They appear in tomb paintings and were offered to gods, symbolizing life and vitality. Today's energy bars echo this ancient wisdom's simple, whole ingredients, perfectly balanced. Each bite is a taste of Egyptian sun and history, proof that the best recipes endure. In ancient Persia, sohan emerged as a luxurious saffron brittle crafted in the city of Qom. Saffron gives sohan its golden color and floral aroma, signaling wealth and celebration. Wheat sprout flour is toasted for a malty base, then mixed with sugar, butter, and milk, cooked to a brittle crack. Saffron and cardamom are whisked in, infusing the candy with exotic fragrance. Before it hardens, pistachios and almonds are pressed in, creating a jewel-like mosaic. Sohan shatters delicately, melting into waves of saffron and buttery sweetness. Traditionally gifted during Nowruz and special occasions, sohan is a symbol of hospitality and artistry. Each shard is a piece of Persian history, simple ingredients elevated to high art. On the Indian subcontinent, kheer reigns as the ancient rice pudding of festivals and family gatherings. Just rice, milk, and sweetener, slowly simmered until creamy and rich. Aromatic basmati rice and long-cooked milk create a decadent base. Jaggery or honey adds deep, molasses-like sweetness. Cardamom and saffron infuse the pudding with floral, earthy notes. Toasted nuts and dried fruits add crunch and bursts of sweetness. Kheer is more than comfort food. It's a sacred offering, a celebratory dish, and a symbol of love and togetherness. Served warm or chilled, it's a timeless dessert that nourishes both body and soul. In China, tangyuan, chewy glutinous rice balls in sweet broth, symbolize unity and family. Eaten during the Lantern Festival, their round shape and name echo reunion and completeness. The dough, made from glutinous rice flour, becomes soft and elastic when cooked. Traditional fillings include black sesame paste, red bean, or peanuts, rich, nutty, and sweet. Making tangyuan is a family affair, rolling and filling the balls together. Served in a ginger-infused sweet broth, each bite is a contrast of textures and flavors. Tangyuan are more than dessert. They're a wish for harmony, a celebration of togetherness, and a delicious tradition. From Asher's communal spirit to the sacred mystery of kaikian and the luxury of Roman patina, ancient desserts were more than just sweets. They were history, ritual, and art, stories you can taste. Many of these traditions still thrive today, proving that good recipes truly transcend time. Exploring these dishes connects us to our ancestors and to each other. Try recreating a piece of history in your own kitchen. You might discover a new favorite. Thanks for joining this journey through the sweet secrets of the past.